Hey guys, so today the weather was absolutely beautiful, but it was super windy. I hate wind. I absolutely hate it. Then when we were putting the top on the high tunnel for the first layer, you know, we had that big wind gust and it went flying and all that, and wind just stresses me out so much. So today's super windy, gusts up to like 35 miles an hour, and it's supposed to be windy for the next like 3 days. I think this afternoon like 2 to 3 was the peak of the wind, but it's still supposed to be gusts in the 20s, and it's just supposed to get colder and colder and colder. Today's Tuesday. By Friday, Thursday is supposed to start snowing. Friday is turning to snow. So I am out, since the weather is decent right now. I am out and I am picking the rest of the pumpkins that I can put in the high tunnel now, and they can hopefully finish ripening and curing. So I thought I would just do a little video. As you can see, large majority of the plants are pretty sad looking. Honestly, I'm surprised we have not had a frost yet. Our first frost date is in September. When we were remodeling our house, it would have been in 2016. We were living in our camper. We were remodeling the house, and mid-September, our water lines were freezing every night. So this is amazing that today's October 6th, 7th? Nope, today's the 8th. So we haven't had a frost, we haven't had a freeze, but we have had tons of rain. Tons of rain. Inches upon inches upon inches, flash flooding, all that stuff. So very, very weird weather. It's been cool, but it hasn't been freezing. So I'm gonna put this on time lapse and let you watch as I clean out the pumpkin patch for 2019. It's kind of bittersweet. I'm ready to get moving on Christmas trees. And so once I get this all harvested, then I can start taking up the landscaping fabric, and then I can start setting up for Christmas photo shoots for the photographers that we have coming out and doing mini Christmas tree sessions. So the sooner I get going, the less stressful it will be in a few weeks. Did you guys see that cool pumpkin? It grew up in, I think it's called rebar mesh. I was gonna make a little trellis and put some gourds on it, and this one grew there and it grew in it, and it looks really cool. Let me show you close up. So this side still has just a splash of green, but it's up off the ground, and let's see if I can flip it one-handed. That's pretty cool. I tried taking it out of there the other day, and there was no way I could do that. Look, it's standing on its own. Till this wind comes along. That's pretty cool. It'd be really cool to make a wall of those next year. I don't know, give me some ideas. But I wanted to show you something that I find absolutely crazy. So last year, I think we had a hard freeze the day of our first frost. If not, it was very close to it. I was painting the barn because we had been working on that all summer, and so I was trying to paint it, and one day it was nice and beautiful, and the next I couldn't paint for the rest of the year. So our pumpkin patch last year died right away, and that was that. But this is just absolutely crazy. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. It makes no sense to me. So like there's new pumpkins growing. There's flowers. Some of the leaves are wilting, but some of the plants almost look like they have a whole nother fresh start. And like, look at these guys. I can't really cut these because they're just gonna rot. So I'm just gonna leave them there. But I mean, they've got flowers on them. So many buds. It's crazy. So many new buds and female flowers with little tiny pumpkins, and the plants actually are looking healthy. It just is so weird and so crazy to see. So they must have really appreciated this cool, rainy weather we've had. Here's some more. And I thought those plants were like dead a month ago. Crazy. Oh, I see another one over here. Let's see here. It's still pretty waxy feeling. So there's nowhere close to being ripe yet. So I'm gonna leave that one. And leave just like I'm leaving some of the other ones. There might be a chance that they harden up over the next few days. But I got pretty much everything what was remaining in here harvested. Not sure if you caught it, but over here where it was kind of like the wild abyss, we had grown Houghton biggies, and I found 3 or 4 of them in here. So those are going in the greenhouse. Some of these guys over here are getting new shoots and look really healthy too, so it's just as weird. I don't know. So here's like the typical dead season's over, and look at this one. Beautiful, fresh. It's all woven in there. I'm going to bring these, all that I just picked, put them in the high tunnel, and then I don't know if I'll have time to bring or to go in the cow pasture. If not, I'll do that tomorrow. But I for sure need to bring more down to the stand. So I think I'm gonna do that and then call it a night for down here. And then I have to go and engrave a whole bunch of mugs and make some signs. So it's probably gonna be a late night, but it's the season, it's the busy season. They call it busy season for a reason, and you gotta work outside while you can. And that's just how it is in farming. So we had a pretty good final harvest. We have this pile here. Some goofy shaped ones. That guy there is so weird. And we've got the wagon full, the smaller guys, and then this one here. We have another goofy shaped one. Thanks for watching, guys, and coming up, what do we have for you? We're in the change of seasons. We have some projects we're working on around the farm. We have getting ready for Christmas tree season because it's going to come very quickly, and installing solar and the second level for the greenhouse so that we can keep growing even longer. So that is all on the very near future. We started on the solar today. The wind was too bad. It was freaking me out in here. So that video will be coming. We have to work around Owen's schedule. So that video will be coming soon, probably next week, mid next week. And it depends on the weather as well. But we have all the solar stuff, and we're installing it so we can have electricity in here, and not have to run lines and be self-sufficient. And get some lights in here because we have some fun winter plans for in here. kind of bittersweet, guys. I don't want to sign off because then that means I'm that much closer to the pumpkin patch being over for the year. Like I said, it's bittersweet. I don't want winter to come at all. I hate winter. But it'll be nice for a break. It'll be nice for a change of pace. It'll be nice to get this all cleared out and get started on next year's plans. I'm so looking forward to next year's plans. I have all these big ideas. I showed you a lot of them in my last video. I think it was my last video. It might have been a few videos ago, where wasn't quite sure if it was coyote poop or wolf poop, and then walking through some of the fields for next year. I actually brought Owen through after I posted that video, and we walked through and we decided on adding a few more spots elsewhere so we can have a couple big fields of white pumpkins as well. So I'm excited to get started on all that and get the planning and figuring out and all of that done and get that finalized. But I don't want the season to end, and I know that coming Friday we're gonna get snow. So that's it from here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We would love it if you would subscribe. This is something that not many people are showing you. Not many people are showing you how to start a pumpkin patch and the successes and the failures, and muddling their way through it. And keep tuning in, because just a few weeks we start Christmas tree season. So that is it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.